a tech problem day. I was having some glitches with the captions on my video, so the captions didn't happen, and then I couldn't load it to Instagram too. But anyway, if you're just joining here to talk about US Women's National Team, it's 4-0 win over Jamaica. I am live on both TikTok and YouTube. In general, you have a better chance of getting your questions answered on YouTube than you do on TikTok. So just because of that, you know, volume, which is currently 0 on YouTube. But anyway, overall here, obviously big night for Ali Sentnor with 2 goals. Big night for Lynn with 2 goals. Hi, hello. Okay, you're all coming in. I thought everybody played well. I don't have a ton of criticism really for anybody. So glad Lo got to play both games, but she was quiet for me. I don't disagree with that. Oh, hello everybody. Okay, I've got people coming in on YouTube. Hello, good to see you. I'm like, everybody's saying hi everywhere. Hi. Okay. I love that. I love just a hello. Cause yeah, we don't have a lot to talk about. Honestly, they played well. I thought Tara had a good night. Oh, why is everybody saying hi? This is so sweet. Okay. It's the best I've seen Patterson play. I thought she looked good. I think she's going to be staying in camp. Heaps had another good game. I thought she looked good. Hope Lo is okay, me too, because that's a bummer to have had that go that way on your second cap. So PDJ, yeah, I know, right? Like, I mean, yeah, I guess you earn the nap once you're GK1, right? So we'll take it. But overall, if you didn't get a chance to watch the match, it was another very strong showing. I think our team really has learned how to break down a low block. It's nice. Has Avery Patterson entered the forward pool now? No, I mean, I think Avery Patterson, and I don't disagree with this, is a player that has a lot of versatility. And that's part of what's so great about adding her to the pool. Like she, is she kind of a Crystal Dunn replacement? Yeah. Missed the game, but this is where I like to get my recap. Oh, well, thank you, Aurelia. That's very nice. Why aren't these teams playing low blocks? Well, it's not really good practice for them long term. It's not super fun on a friendly, but I mean, and also we break it down too fast now. Do you think Lynn deserved to start? No. There is no universe where you're starting her over Kat Macario. Sorry. Like Lynn scores goals. She's scoring goals right now. I love Lynn, but I really love Kat Macario. So I love seeing Avery again. Again, agree. Like I think she is absolutely going to continue to be in the pool going forward, deservedly so. And again, a bit of a replacement for Crystal Dunn in that versatility she has. Other than the Moultrie experiment, forwards seemed good. Yeah, I don't love her out there. It's not my favorite place. I like her at the 10. I don't want to see that. Super sub, but Kat is looking great. Yeah, look, how nice is it to have somebody like Lynn to come off the bench, stretch your back line. It's very Stina Blackstenius, if you will, which I think I say that with the highest praise. Just, I know Lynn stays on side better than Stina, but I say that with high praise, especially today. Patterson passes on the money. Agree. Do you think Lily Real will get called in the senior team soon? If she's not called in July, I will be surprised. But I do think Carrie Abello, if you didn't already watch my recap video, I do think Carrie Abello had a very strong showing. I expect to see Carrie Abello back in July. Do I think that she did well enough to lock that position firmly down? No. Do I think she could have done well enough to do that? Probably not against this opponent. I just don't think she could have. But she'll be back. And I think they should test her against Canada. Absolutely. Let's see. Sentnor continues making a case for herself. Yeah, I think that she's somebody who, with her back against the wall or feeling like she's against the, sliding down the depth chart, does well. Will Abonta be back? I hope so, but we'll see what this injury is too. Did she do well enough that I think she knocked anybody else out of the pool? I mean, I would still take her at that spot over other people we've been playing at that spot. I think she's, if you're going to entertain Corbin Albert, I think she should be entertained at the 10. I don't think that she's worthwhile at the 6 or 8. So for me, that's Labonta. Does Hal Hirschfeld get healthy and then re-enter the picture? I don't know. Supposedly they're talking to Hal Hirschfeld. I don't know if I buy it. Ideal center back pairing for Gurma. I thought Tara looked better tonight playing on the right side. But I think Gurma's ideal center back pairing is Tuna Davidson, who's injured. Do you think Lindsay hangs on for the World Cup? Absolutely. Is Corbin finally out of the senior team? I don't know that I'd say that. I thought she looked good on Friday. I did not watch yesterday's U23. I just think the depth at the 10 is really rough, and she's better at the 10. She's not a 6'8". So when you start talking about the 10, does Rose Lavelle get healthy? And then you're in trouble there. You've got Kat Macario who can play multiple spots. There's always heaps. Now she's playing Lily Johannes at the 10. I don't see it personally. Who's a tall center back other than Davidson? You're thinking, where is all the height? Somebody else was talking about Jaden Perry from Portland. She's been having a breakout season. She could be really fun to bring into the mix. Eva Gattino, I think, has an extremely high ceiling. She's regressed a little bit this season, but I'm still keeping eyes on her. I'm not ruling her out. How will the starting midfield shape up when Rose comes back? When Rose comes back is the operative phrase, because she's Rose Glass Lavelle, man. You're going to repair her and she's going to be out again. Rose started training it. I know. And also, I just want to say, yeah, Rose has been training for videos from Gotham. Yeah, I know. I love Rose Lavelle. I think she's fantastic. I don't trust her to stay healthy at this point. I just don't. Thoughts on Lily playing the 10 tonight? What about Hutton? Hutton, I thought grew on me through this game. And again, I'm not critical of anybody tonight. Other than I didn't love Moultrie out wide either, but I'm not critical of anybody tonight. I don't know that she did anything where I was like amazed, but she did grow on me through the game. I like her quite well, and sometimes that's a defensive mid when this is the game flow too. So it's not really on her so much. I thought Lily Johannes did better at the 10 than she did the last time we saw this experiment. The last time she saw this experiment, I didn't understand why we would do this again. But clearly Emma has a vision, and clearly like Lily's improving, and it worked tonight. Will Lynn make the will Lynn make the World Cup roster in 2027 if healthy? Yes. I just think she's too lethal. Like, you to have a goal scorer like that and come into the 60th or the 70th. Absolutely. And just for folks that are joining on TikTok again, I'm also on YouTube. There's only 18 people on YouTube. So if you want your question answered, I will absolutely see it there. You guys come in very fast and furious here on TikTok, which I love. I love the enthusiasm, but you have a much better chance over there. I'm just telling you. Doesn't matter. I'm not trying to steer you one place or the other. Just telling you. So assuming Rose is healthy, does she start over Heaps or Johannes? I don't think so, actually. I do not think so. So which makes an interesting question of why are you bringing her in the pool at her age and her health if she doesn't start over either of those two? Because I just don't see, frankly, I don't see Emma moving away from starting Heaps unless Heaps has an injury. And clearly the alternative she's testing out is Johannes. So I don't know. I really liked McKeown and Germa together. I did too, but I need a tall girl. I can't. I'm sorry. You have to have one of the two. You got to be like 5'10". I'm not doing this too short center back thing. Goalkeeper thoughts. Did you want to see anybody else? Do you want to see anybody else get any time? No, actually, I did not want to see. Normally, I'm very pro. Let's experiment. Let's do all this. Goalkeepers, I don't want you messing with their heads. I want you to tell me who's GK1. I want you to like make it a thing. And we did that. So PTJ is GK1. I thought she should have been GK1. Like, it's done. It's over. I think we can beat Spain after watching that game today. I think we're the best team in the world still. I think that we have played this year the teams that are capable of giving us a hard time. I do think Germany would be challenging, but I think we would beat Spain as well. Hutton and Coffee I thought looked great. Hutton over Albert all day, especially playing at the 6'8", not a question. And Fran retired. I know, but makes sense. Think Sonnet makes the World Cup. Seems like she's always healthy. Yeah, and she's also versatile. Like, these roster sizes, if you can play more than one position, even if you're not going to start, like, that's a big plus for making a roster. And Sonnet has that in spades. Will we see a Bello again? Absolutely. I will. Okay, obviously, I'm not Emma Hayes. I'm not making the decisions. But based on what I saw today, yeah, she's coming back in July. Did she do enough that it's like, stop searching, we have our left back? No. But I don't think she could have, given the game flow. Just against Jamaica, she wasn't going to have enough opportunities to, like, lock that in. She did about as well as you could expect her to do. She will be back in July, as far as I'm concerned. U.S. Women's National Team at 12 corners. Any opinion on the corners that were taken? I hate a short corner, and I think that we've talked at length on these, lives today and on Saturday about the fact that you've got an aerial threat problem when you don't have Lindsay Heaps on the pitch. So, that will lead to, between the two, those two factors will lead to 12 corners with no goal. Thoughts on the Spain-England game? I thought it was very even, and I think you could possibly see it as your final in the Euros. I do think Germany is probably my favorite, but I think those two are also contenders. What midfield groupings do you like best right now? I like the midfield that we saw Saturday. Don't hate this one, but I'd like to see it tested against a different opponent. Will we see LaBonta again? I would hope so. I really hope so, because I love this story, and I think she's fantastic, but I think it depends on who else is healthy. Why do you think Sam's didn't get much time this camp in previous camps? I do not know. I I do not understand why they keep calling her in and not playing her. Genuinely don't get it. So it's very confusing to me. It continues to be the most confusing thing to me. Is Sears out? I thought Sears was out before, and then she came back in, and then now she's not getting any time today. So I don't know. I like Emma Sears. I think she's got a lot of potential, but I don't know what we're doing with her. Let's see. Who is that young U.S. youth national team player that signed for Barcelona a few years ago and tore her ACL? I do not recall. What does the U.S. need to be working on to get ready for a harder opponent such as Canada in July? I don't think it's anything specific. I think you're just going to keep doing the same, but you're going to do it against a better opponent and see if it sticks. I don't think it's like a specific improvement. Germany over Spain, completely agree. Germany's the favorite. I don't think it's close. Thoughts on Patterson today? I thought she was fantastic, and she also showed her versatility, which again, and it's so hard to break into this pool anyway. When you can play multiple positions at a high enough level that you can actually get playing time, that's fantastic. And she showed that this time. Let's see. Sentnor over Cooper. I think they offer slightly different things, but I tend to prefer Sentnor as well. Let's see. When Soph comes back, do you think they play Cat at the 10 and Soph at the 9? Depends on the game flow and what we need. But potentially, yes, that's an option. Is Rodman's injury a ploy for her to check out clubs in Europe? No. Listen, again, so I didn't say this earlier. I threw my back out a few weeks ago. I've never thrown my back out before. I have such new perspective on this. And I'm a personal injury lawyer. I know, I hear people talk about the back pain, but it's you can't escape it. It's awful. You sit and you're in pain. It's just constant. You don't get any type of rest from it. So any other injury, right? You just, okay, I'm going to stay off my foot. It'll be fine. My ankle will rest up. My knee will rest up. Whatever it is. Your back, it's just so hard to rest. So I think this is all legitimate. I think she's taking the time she needs because it's just hard. And she's so young to already be dealing with this. Since Geralda's left to Lyon, just like that, do you think we can see Rodman move to Lyon? You could, but it would surprise me. I feel like she's loyal to Washington Spirit. Can Patterson take Fox's job? No. Onyeka Gamero is the player who went to Barcelona. Thank you for that. Chelsea for life, 23. And somebody else also said it on TikTok, so appreciate you. Okay. Will Swanson be back? I hope so. But that's a hard position. People keep saying triple espresso, what's going to happen with the depth chart? It's already challenging. It's already so challenging. So if they are all healthy again, I don't know that they all end up actually being the best options for those positions. Let's see. Do you see McKeon for future camps? I like how she makes runs. A very different type of player. Yeah, I think I do see her for that. And I think Emma sees her for that because the benefit of coming to center back late is that she's got that attacking mindset and she's got that attacking vision. And that's really the way the game is developed. And it's also, I think, really key when you are often breaking down a low block, right? To have a high press, which we face increasingly as well, right? To have a center back that can play the ball and has that vision that really helps combat having a high press against you. So I absolutely think she's back. I just don't want to see two short center backs. I'm sorry. I don't want to see it. When will we see Croy? I do not know. I'm going to bank on September camp. I think Croy's back. What do I think of the goalkeeper situation? I am thrilled that we have basically named PTJ goalkeeper 1. I would rather that happen sooner rather than later. Who starts when Trin is back? Assuming Trin's healthy, Trin starts. Then probably Kat and Alyssa. Let's see. After watching what Emma's been doing the last few months, our depth is ridiculous. Being a fan for years, I've never been exposed to the amount of talent we have. Yeah, she's done a really good job actually getting everybody up and going and, allowing them to play free-flowing soccer. So I think it's been great. Midge. Oh. We'll see. She's playing well. I should start a podcast. I did. And then I just, I've wanted to do longer form content. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's just, the last year or so professionally in my regular job, it's been hard. So not hard unless it's just been a different workload. So I started that last Olympics. I intended to keep it going. It just hasn't really been in the cards for me. I'm hopeful that's going to change at some point here. I had made plans for it to change sooner, but we got to keep having the kind of sparse lives and content we've been having for a minute. I just got to prioritize some other stuff. So do I want to see Kat at the 10 or the 9? I prefer at the 10, but I think she's been nice at the 9. I think if she just can stay a little higher, that'd be great. Arsenal's Champions League win. More best players' perfect game plan, or Williamson having the game of her life. Leah played lights out. I think it's both, but I do think Leah played lights out. Who do you think gets dropped from this roster to the July one? I will be surprised if we see Emma Sears back. That's probably the only one where I'm like, and I mean, like, it just depends who's healthy, because I think Lowe might move off too. I don't want her to. And then I wouldn't be surprised to see the goalkeepers change again. I want Howell in the mix. A lot of us want Howell in the mix. Oh, we need a good bruiser in there. It'll be fun. Let's see. Thoughts on Albert to Leon? I don't think she's going to see meaningful minutes. How's Yasmin Ryan? Healthy-ish. So we'll see. I haven't been enamored with her at Houston, but Houston's a situation. I appreciate the kind words, Bryce. I don't have a lot to share. Lineup if the World Cup started tomorrow, it would be Saturday's lineup. Yeah. Thoughts on Abello? I thought she was great. I think she will absolutely be back in the mix in July. Thoughts on Olivia Moultrie? I don't want to see her out wide. Do I think you need to see, let's see, do we need to see more of our players overseas? I don't think so at this point. Listen, the issue and why we needed players overseas before was that we were having a really hard time breaking down the low block. The attack was not free-flowing. It felt like more players needed to be exposed to that style. Emma's got them clicking without that. So at this point, like, I don't really care where they play. If they keep playing like this and it's not a problem, then they can play where they want. Hot take: Chelsea's bench could win the WSL. I don't think so, but it's close. I think they would be strong contenders. Who do I have for the Euros? I have Germany. I'm rooting for Sweden, and thank goodness they played better today, because I was feeling real depressed. But because they've been bad, they've been so bad lately. I had like no hope. I'm like, y'all can't do Aslani like this on our last tournament, please. But Germany's the runaway favorite for me. Oh, Foxy didn't start. Thank you, Christy. I'm sorry. I forgot that she didn't start Saturday. So replace Patterson with Emily Fox, and yeah, then it's your start. Fox looked great today, I thought. She did, absolutely. Sorry, Emily Fox starts so often, I straight up forgot she didn't start Saturday. What happened to Casey Murphy? Good question. I don't fully know. I don't think she's been great for North Carolina this season. I don't think it's been her strongest season. And there's some concerns with her feet. So let's see. Next big tournament for the U.S., that would be the World Cup. So we'll just keep doing these friendlies for a while. If the U.S. were in the Euros with our current situation, who is your winner now? I would say it's us or Germany. I think we could beat Germany. I just think Germany looks really good, but I think we look really good too. Let's see. Oh, okay. Onyeka Gamero has been, she's with the Barcelona B team. We do have an answer on that for folks who are asking. Do you think we see Lowe again? I hope we do. I think she's on the bubble for coming back in. And not really with respect to how she played here, just because I think she was kind of on the bubble to get called in to begin with. What happened to Campbell at Houston? I don't know, but I don't like it. I think it's supremely messed up to do this to a goalkeeper under normal circumstances. Abby Smith is great. I just want to be clear here. It's not about Abby Smith. It's about, here is the single player who's been the most loyal to your dysfunctional ass club. Okay. Like, coming into my comment section, mind you, and like defending this club in their rebuild. Bless her. And then y'all do that to her? Y'all do that to Jane Campbell? Nah, it's not cool. It's just not cool. Riley Tiernan in September camps, that would be shocking to me. So listen, Riley Tiernan is getting called into the U23 camp because at some point you are scoring so many goals that they can't ignore you no matter what the rest of the gameplay actually looks like. That's why she's getting called in. She's got two fairly large deficiencies. One is the positional work. It's getting a lot better. Two, we got to get work on the shooting. I'm sorry. They're just not powerful enough shots, frankly. But at some point, if you're scoring enough goals, you get called in. Ask Chris Wondolowski. It didn't go well for him. It'll go better for Riley Tiernan, but that's the deal. So, when would the Euros invite us to enter? Yeah, like Eurovision. Why not? No, but like I know other federations do invite teams to compete as guests. UEFA does not generally. It's already very competitive to even qualify for that tournament within Europe. What about Taylor Flint? I think people would like to see her back. Thoughts on Earps' retirement from international play? I think that she and Serena are feuding. Where do I think Lily goes? Probably Chelsea, and it'll break my heart because I don't want to play against her. Thoughts on World Sevens? I didn't watch much of it. I was working. I'm excited to see TST this weekend though. Should be good. When Rose is healthy, will she be in the lineup? Again, when Rose is healthy, I'd say if, but I don't think she starts. Thoughts of Japansky. Okay, I did not watch U23 today, so I'm not sure. Sorry, yesterday rather, so I don't have up to date stuff there, but I think good potential. Thoughts about Fran retiring? Not surprised. Hell of a player. Probably right timing. Abello looked great. I thought Abello, for folks on YouTube asking, Abello again, like not well enough to have locked down the position, and I'm not sure she could have accomplished that against Jamaica. Just because I don't think she had enough opportunity, but she will get called back in July from where I'm sitting. Is this Alyssa's last year in the NWSL? Yes, correct. And that is absolutely correct. It's a bummer that she's going to deal with Chicago. Where does Jaden Shaw fit into the team now? Great question. I'm really not sure. It may be a year. Like she may just miss this World Cup cycle. Frankly, she's a little young. I think they're still positioning her. It would not surprise me to see her miss the World Cup cycle in 2027 right now. Give me Hal and Son at midfield for Ultimate Chaos. Love it. Somebody over on TikTok asked if Hal is back in the mix. Supposedly they're talking to Hal. Hal had been off of some of the pool lists for long enough that I did not feel optimistic that she's coming back in, and I think she's going to, potentially miss her window. So we'll see. Ariel, I have to go and clean the kitchen because my husband cooks. I clean. If I wait much longer, it's going to be too late. But this has been super fun. For those of you who are new here, like, follow, subscribe. Lo, thank you for the roses. I'm here every U.S. Women's National Team game for the most part, if you don't already know. So yeah, come hang out. It's fun, especially when they're doing well, right? And we don't have to rant and talk about problems and tactics. It's kind of fun. Anyway, I will see y'all later. Let's fucking go. And YouTube, I say bye to you second. Thanks for hanging out.